Hello, I'm the Dark Anime Reviewer. I remember this now because you might forget it. Now, crossover movies are big in general. From movies that are like meh to movies like ugh. Yes, I'm looking at you, Batman vs Superman. But anyway, what started this whole crossover development was probably Freddy vs. Jason. But that probably wasn't the best interpretation for a versus movie. And then came the most highly requested fan development of what we expect a versus movie to be with the most iconic movie monsters ever. Aside from that one. God, these versus movies. I'm talking about Alien vs. Predator. And yes, once again, we are doing one more crossover review for you guys. Now, to start off, Alien vs. Predator, the very first film. It's, in a way, it was deemable, it was enjoyable, as I'm certain that anyone else who has seen the movie I can agree with. But then came the demand on the fans being all what they are. They're being bitches and having excuses like, oh no, this is Alien vs. Predator, why make it PG-13? And yes, as soon as we seen the development for Alien vs. Predator, it actually scored a pretty high box office opening. But then came, and I can't believe I'm saying this right now, when I heard about Alien vs. Predator Requiem. Yep, Alien vs. Predator Requiem, the unexplained sequel of the unexplained Alien vs. Predator franchise. To start things off, the Alien vs. Predator movies are, in a way, diminishing what we know about the Predator and Alien films. We have Alien, the acid blood, kind of deformed-looking Alf monster. And then you have the Predator. And of course, there's nothing you can stop this guy. It took Arnold Schwarzenegger like a whole movie to try and kill him off. And if there's a monster that actually makes Arnold Schwarzenegger run away in fear, that's saying something. But then came the whole idea of the fans, what would a crossover be like for these two? And of course, Alien vs. Predator gave us what we wanted, but in a way it betrayed what a lot of fans wanted. For me, I enjoyed it. And what about the rest of you guys?
That was pretty good.
It was alright.
I mean,
not the best, but certainly not the worst.
I mean, I have seen some of the scenes from the movie, and I don't know. I felt like it could have been a little bit better. Like, I don't know. There was something missing about it. I think it was just the story, or
exactly, and that's what the fans wanted. They wanted to see a good, dark, rated R story film of Alien vs. Predator.
But then it was in PG-13?
Which kind of cheapened everything.
Yeah, I mean, like,
it kind of did. But then came the whole unexplained idea that is Requiem. So we started off Alien vs. Predator Requiem, or as I call it, Shadows and Silhouettes. Because you can't see a fucking thing! I mean, this movie does not even have any good lighting sources. It's like, oh, we have some pretty good Alien vs. Predator costumes, but why not show it? Why not show it? If I can see a good Pred-Alien hybrid, which, don't worry, we're going to get that to the monstrosity in a minute. If I see that creature with a Predator suit in full glory with lighting on a production photo, that is saying something. And I kid you not, everyone. I kid you not. And you better be listening. They took off $20 million from the budget to film this movie. Alien vs. Predator 1 had a higher budget. Alien vs. Predator 2, a much lower budget. Because all they want is to make goddamn money.
Question: what did they do with the $20 million?
For all I know, they probably shot more scenes in the dark than we can see.
Oh,
true.
True.
They could have used that for making the scenes brighter.
They could have, but hey, where's the scare in that, as they say? Because yes, the fans wanted a rated R film, and they gave it to us, but dear God, it sucked. It sucked. It really did. I'm sitting in the theater all hyped up, and I'm not pulling this out of my ass. I literally went to Alien vs. Predator opening day to see the sequel. And when I sat in the theater my heart was starting to race because I thought I wanted to see these two duke it out in a rated R fashion on Earth. And that's the first thing that got me interested. It's on Earth. Alien fans have wanted to see an alien film on Earth, but in hindsight, it kind of takes away the point of Alien. Because we all know the Alien films. They're all on ships. They're all on claustrophobic kind of ways because they're scary.
It was science fiction. It didn't really need any sense of realism.
Exactly. I mean, Predator, I understand, because he's a hunter. He goes around looking for things to enjoy the hunt. That's what they do. That's what they love. I mean, what? For all I know, why not just drop a couple of alien eggs, wait a whole year, and then go back to Earth while there's a buttload of aliens to go hunt? Wouldn't that be more of a challenge?
They don't think that much.
No wonder they're good at making bombs then. But anyway, going back to how they introduced the Pred-Alien hybrid. Yes, the whole idea looked cool and it did look nice, but
Wow.
that is saying much.
I'm pretty sure that when they made the hybrid of the Predator and Alien together, I think the director may have been
On drugs.
Yeah, you spoke the words right out of my mouth. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. The whole idea about the Pred-Alien hybrid was to introduce us to a brand new creature. It did look like a good idea on paper,
Execution.
but execution, if you actually let us see the damn thing, it would have been cool. But no, we get like this, and this is just me saying. There's probably other people who would probably compare this movie to, but I'm comparing this movie to Freddy vs. Jason. This movie's literally trying to be Freddy vs. Jason. We get these cliche characters, and actually, you guys come here. You guys come here. Come here. You guys gotta see this one. This one character. This one character alone is my whole point. Yep. That is the character who's actually states my point. A police officer, the enforcer of the law, is actually telling this former convict confidential murder secrets. He even takes him to the freaking crime scene.
I guess we know what he's smoking. Oh, let's go. Let's go robbing some shit.
Pretty much, and I'm not making this up. I am not making this up. A cop with these people we know are gonna die, to a gun store, take a few guns from the store because there's, oh my god, aliens are all over the place. Are you kidding me?
I guess we know where the intelligence came from, or lack thereof.
I'm literally just sitting in the theater, staring at this like, what am I watching here? What am I watching here?
Alien vs. Predator, apparently.
But the biggest thing, the biggest whole idea that I'm bashing on this movie. We all know this one line. I'm pretty sure everyone knows it. Get to the chopper! We all know that famous line that Arnold Schwarzenegger laid out in the first Predator movie.
Hell yeah.
And you want to know what their tribute to that was?
Alright, get out of here. Now I'm gonna buy some time. I'm not leaving you. Get to the chopper.
You don't have to do this, Dallas.
Now, go! Come on, you motherfucker!
Yep. That is what we get, people. The biggest tribute to Arnold Schwarzenegger's iconic line in the cult classic Predator movie.
I think I'm gonna get a headache after this.
Like, to me, it looks like they're walking up to Schwarzenegger while he's on the ground, going to say that line, pull their pants down, and shit in his throat. Because that's what that scene did. It was disrespectful.
Well, that was out of nowhere.
Indeed,
And
right?
Forced.
Isn't it? Isn't it obvious? I mean, when the fans tell these producers, whatever the hell they call themselves now these days, they expect us to think that we know nothing. They think to us, the viewers, that rated R means we get gore, we get violence, we get nudity. But that's not what we want. We want to see a good rated R film with story, with these characters that we all know and love. Alien vs. Alien Predator are the most iconic movie monsters in movie history.
Yep.
I mean, yes, we see bad Predator movies and really bad Alien films, like the most recently. But if this is what we get for rated R, I'm actually scared for this franchise. I'm actually scared for it.
Well,
And they actually left it open for a sequel.
wow, a sequel.
I'm not even gonna ask.
Imagine how bombed that would be. Yep. Here. Okay, so here's the scale for the original. Here's the one from Requiem, and all the way down there, that's gonna be the trilogy right there. Well,
If they ever do a trilogy, because critics and fans have totally hated this film. If y'all want to know what the actual rating was, I'll tell you. Out of a 5-point star rating, Alien vs. Predator Requiem got a 0.5 out of 5. I am not even joking. I'm not even joking. And I thought Batman vs. Superman bombed in the box office.
I mean,
it might be as bad as an Emoji Movie. Jesus,
I think
They're
with
not
the-
bombed.
I think with that kind of rating, even I'm sorry to bring this movie out. I think even the Son of the Mask beats that sequel. Oh god, give me a moment. I need to rub that out from my heart. Oh god.
I think I am feeling
Okay,
so much
Oh, God.
frustration right now that my eyes itch.
Anyway, to spare you all, I mean, the whole idea, even the cinematography, the way it was edited, it looked like a fan film. That's what I felt like I was watching. A high-budget fan film of Alien and Predator.
I mean, I bet if it was a fan film, then maybe it would have done good. But this is just shit.
I mean, not to mention with the whole alien premises on Earth is interesting because that's what Alien fans wanted. But the production actually thought it would be cool for us to actually have a face hugger go on a child's face and have a chest burst through that scene, or the pred alien hybrid lay eggs in a pregnant woman so they could her babies can actually break out of her womb and eat the fetus. I'm like, okay, that is not what we want to see this movie for. They actually went a little bit overboard with that one.
Oh shit.
It could be that maybe, yeah, once again, the director might be in drugs. I think when he was doing for that scene,
I think his mind was gone.
I think it was a combination of both gore and porn, which...
Whoever
Porn?
I don't know, some sort of alien porn, I don't know.
Well,
whoever wrote this film was in a dark place, I'll say that.
I know.
Alien, but it comes down to the verdicts, and we've all discussed this while we were taking the commercial break. Alien vs. Predator Requiem gets an F rating. It's bad. It's really bad. And if anyone thinks you might actually believe that this is actually a good versus film,
Well, that's your opinion.
watch it, Freddy vs. Jason. I'm the Dark Anime reviewer. I say it now because you might forget it.
Fire.